Okay, here we go. I'm inside of a cave somewhere sharp. It looks like a boring old lava tube, except it's got formations everywhere. So let's take a look around, shall we? I don't know if there are any bats in here, so if I see my bat, I'll have to lower my light and my voice. But anyway, look how there's loose rock here. There's also little dripstone formations all over the floor. Little meaning, you know, a foot high. Okay, these aren't quite a foot high. Getting there. But there we are. There's a whole bunch of formations there. A whole bunch of neat formations there. But check this out. There's a crack in the floor. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I cannot see bottom. It's got to be at least 8 feet deep, but only a couple inches wide. So the moral of the story is don't drop your car keys down there. Okay. So now, as you can see, the ceiling's only like 6 feet wide. I'm hunching down so I don't bump it. All over both sides especially. There's formations all over the floor there. Formations all over the floor there. Formations all over the floor there. I'm officially going to keep to the right, go through once counterclockwise, then I'll go through a second time. Look how uneven the floor is. I don't know if the word is blistered. I'm not even sure if this, it's like the floor is all wrinkly. Like if you take some aluminum foil and wrinkle it up or something weird like that. Very interesting. There's that crack again. Just deep enough. So yeah, here's some small formations here. There's a bigger formation here. There's a bigger formation there. There's one tipped over. I don't know if that's natural, if somebody bumped it over. Hopefully people are careful around here. The good news is it's kind of hard to find in this cave, so there aren't too many weirdos around here. What's weird, look at this. Look at the wall here. There's like horizontal lines there. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but there's like a horizontal line, and it's like a certain number of inches apart. I think it was perfectly built or designed, but it's natural. It's a lava tube. This isn't a highway tunnel or anything funny like that. Wow, all sorts of crazy shapes down here. I want to get as many as I can on camera. I know my camera is focused at infinity. This is a GoPro Hero 9 Black. So, you know, it's got a tiny sensor, so it's focused at infinity. So as long as you're more than a couple feet away, it's pretty good focus. I want to do some close-ups, but I think they're going to be out of focus. Oops, darn it, why is my camera... Hang on, my gimbal's being stupid. There we go. For some reason, the gimbal wants to misbehave. Let me turn my gimbal off and back on. Darn it. Let me try this again. See, if I move too fast, my gimbal gets overwhelmed. I have to be gentle with it. Okay, hang on. I'm like standing next to a formation, so I have to be careful not to bump it. All right, here we go. There's like tiny formations everywhere. It's like a minefield to walk through here without damaging anything. That's why it's better to come in a small group or by yourself. Normally you shouldn't go caving by yourself, but today's Tuesday. All the important people are working. Anyway. Yeah, but that's a column. It's completely touching, top to bottom, I think. I don't know if I can get closer for a close-up inspection. Here's a small column too. All sorts of good stuff. Very pretty. Yeah, there's like 2 small formations right by my feet, so I have to be careful. All right, let's see if I can go down here. Now there's stuff above me and below me and everywhere, so I'm gonna have to keep panning up and down without dizzying the camera too much. But yeah, there's beautiful formations here, really small. There's that one. It's kind of like a column. It's actually like 2 formations barely touching. But yeah, I'm not gonna touch it to make sure. It's better to, sometimes it's better to guess and be wrong than to do something stupid to be sure. Once in a while you have to just kind of cut your losses and be wrong. All right, there we go. But yeah, all sorts, like a dozen of these little dripstone stalagmites all over the floor. Kind of cool. Notice there's breakdown rock here too. Of course, not that there are a lot of lava tubes that don't have breakdown rock. But yeah, here, I'm gonna zigzag across the floor, as long as I have to come away from the wall anyway. But I'll get this stuff on the way back. But look at this. It's not, I wouldn't say it's everywhere. I wouldn't be able to get through it all. But yeah, ceiling, the walls, the floor. Except there's a breakdown. The breakdown rocks, it's smoother. But yeah, look at this. Even on the floor here, right in the middle of the floor. There's one here. There's one big one and a few small ones there. There's one broken off at the top. Again, I couldn't tell you if somebody kicked it or if it was natural from a rock falling or what. Ooh, I want to show you this. So look at this. This one's hollow. I don't know if... Oh, there. You see how it's a shadow? And you can see down there. It's shaped like a bubble. It's actually a bubble made out of solid rock. That's why if I had another place to walk, I wouldn't be walking here because I don't want to damage one of these little bubbles. But I gotta walk somewhere. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, look at this. Right next to this crack, there's a good sized one right here. Trying to light it up evenly. My camera, I'm lighting it up with a flashlight. The only difference is I added a little piece of wax paper to act as a diffuser. But other than that, it's still kind of ugly. Can't find a video light bright enough to do caving. Unless it's a really small cave. There's a huge formation underneath that rock, but I can't see it. And then same thing here. Here's a couple of big formations. Oops, see if I can light it up evenly. Or maybe the... Okay. After I check out the floor here, see, here's that same formation from a different angle. Here's one that tipped over, but look at this. Here's another little, like, crater. Look at the... Cool. Okay, now I'm going to pan up because the ceiling's even better than the floor. So look at this. It's a blob. Pretty. Let's see if I can light it more evenly. I'm trying to light it evenly, but like I said, my kind of limited, especially by myself. This is actually one case where it can be handy to come with multiple people. Each person has 1 or 2 lights, and you can light stuff up evenly. Maybe you can use colored lights, make it pretty. I don't think there's any bats in this part of the cave, so. Oh, wow. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Their formations here, huge. I'm standing on just nice, smooth breakdown rock. Smooth compared to the formations. But yeah, here's a couple of small formations. And then look at this one. This one's almost knee high. Man, I keep talking, I need to bring a ruler, but I keep forgetting to bring a ruler, man. 10 years from now, I'll be back here and I'll still be saying, I need to get a ruler. I have a ruler at home, I have a tape measure at home, but I keep forgetting to bring it caving. Silly me. Oh well. One more thing to carry around. But look at the wall here. Notice how it's mostly brown, but then there's like vertical lines where the lava, it flowed alongside the wall instead of dripping off of it. But yeah, look at these, how big these are. And there's a shadow for you. Just so you get an idea that, yeah, we're talking about a 3-dimensional objects. These aren't like cardboard cutouts or anything pathetic like that. Although if I had an amusement park on a budget, I guess I could fake it with cardboard. Gotta do something. See, some of these, the fat ones, the fat on the bottom or pyramid shape are kind of cool.